All right, I think we're live. Sorry, issues earlier. If everyone can hear me, I'm the developer. If you're watching, welcome back again to the second episode of Powered by 0x. So we get to explore features of the ecosystem and interview developers who are building innovative projects on the 0x tech stack. So whether you're building financial tools, integrating swaps into your application, or simply looking to better understand the 0x protocol, API, and governance structure, well, the 0x Powered by 0x livestream has something for you. So the way that this show works is we start off with some announcements, and then I'm going to dive into a really interesting interview today with our special guest, Joao from DexKit. And after that, so whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, we're going to open it up to a live Q&A. So whichever platform you're on, please ask your questions. Just type your questions into your chat, and then we can ask those live to our guests. So to get us started off, hopefully my connection is still holding. I'm happy to. I'm excited to share 3 pieces of exciting news with you all today. Audio is decent. Okay. So first off, if you follow us on Twitter, you've probably already seen that Coinbase has announced that their NFT marketplace is powered by where they chose to partner with us for their NFT social media platform. So there's a lot of different options that they have chosen, but 0x v4 was chosen due to the protocol's functionality, its gas optimization, and just our track record. So excited about that. And so this enabled provide NFTs to users to easily discover, buy, and sell, and connect around those. And my second piece of news that I want to share with you all is that 0x Labs today actually just announced that we have raised our Series B and $70 million led by Greylock Venture Capitalists. So this group is just a really esteemed group that has supported many of like well-known projects and supported them through that. And we are excited to have their support along with many other partners and continue building out the Web3 core exchange and infrastructure. And we couldn't have this opportunity without a huge thanks to all our 0x integrators, our 0x ZRX token holders, and just supporters such as yourself who follow along the project. It really means a lot to us. And we look forward to using this series of funding to continue supporting more projects, including the ones that you'll hear about on this show. And lastly, just want to share interesting bit of news is coming out of our data team. So this blog post that was released, I think, earlier this week, where our data team did some research on slippage. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that term, that just means that when you're, say, using a DEX product to trade, you might find that the price that you receive in your wallet is different from the one that you're quoted. So that difference is called slippage. And the report sheds some light on some interesting patterns that perhaps this sort of slippage isn't random at all. And there's ways that we at 0x are looking to offer different settlement methods, something called RFQ, so request for quotes, that can perhaps help users and protect them from this sort of something called MEV, so minimal or minor extractable value induced slippage. So take a look at those, that blog post, and as well as news about the other two pieces can be found at our blog. So take a look at blogs.0x.org. All right, so with that announcement, those couple pieces of announcements out of the way, let's definitely dive into our interview with Joao today. So let me just give him a quick introduction, but I'm sure he'll expound on who he is some more. So Joao is the head developer at a project called DexKit. So this is a project that, well, one, he's also a very active member in the 0x community, very eager to share his learnings, and then also this project that he's leading and creating focuses on three main vectors. So a white label solution for aggregators and NFT marketplaces, a wallet, and prediction games. So it's quite a spread of interesting topics that he's working on, and I think we're really excited to hear how he is building all these solutions in this space. So with that introduction, let me bring him up.
Hi, Jessica.
Hey, how's it going? Cool. So how about, would you like to give a quick introduction of yourself and maybe how you ended up in this field and in this project?
So first of all, thank you, Jessica and 0x Project, for inviting me to talk about the DexKit project. And I would like as well congrats the 0x Project with the recent news. So big news for our community. So basically, my story backs down like 3 years ago when I started working with 0x basic technologies and Web3. So then I have the idea of creating a DexKit with white label solutions. I have already previous projects where I work at similar solutions, but this one that we have on DexKit is an advanced one that we use white labels. So I'm currently now as well a delegate of 0x community. I was active several ways. We recently received as well a grant from 0x DAO community to build a next advanced white label solution that will be open source for all the community. So basically, it's that I'm a Web3 developer building over 3 years already on the space using 0x tools.
Oh, wow, so been a long time, and yeah, more projects come. Um, so yeah, sorry. So let's maybe dive into a little bit into DexKit. So actually, before we talk about DexKit itself, maybe could you talk about like what inspired you to build DexKit? Maybe like set the stage for us to understand the intention behind DexKit.
So basically, I want to contribute with Web3 space building tools that are really easy for people. Any people, not only developers, deploy their own swap interface or own crypto marketplace. So I have this idea of starting building these tools to help people. So we started with a WordPress plugin, which powers over 70% of all internet. So anyone now that has a WordPress website can deploy the swap interface. And now we have another solution which is like one button deploy, where you just configure on a wizard. You push a button and you just configure the namespace, and you are ready to have a swap interface deployed. So the idea, it was basically power any people that is able to at least host a website, or power another developers to be to them easily deploy these tools. So, and with this upcoming marketplace, we are also want to power up artists with a really easy way to them sell their NFTs and sell their collections. So this is our main mission: is power up all these people that is outside of Web3, because this is for developers. Maybe it's easy, but for people that is starting on crypto, onboarding on crypto, it's still really hard. We are like maybe 1% people still on crypto. There is still lots of people to onboard. So these tools will help. I hopefully these tools will help onboard more people on crypto, and we expand the crypto community.
Yeah, I think that like use case almost seems almost so obvious, but it's like it's I actually find very projects that are doing like what you mentioned you're doing. So essentially, there's this world of Web3. Most of the people interacting with it now are pretty technical, and so building what's a swap into their website, or setting up an NFT marketplace. There's no like low code or no code solutions for that. So what you built out, like you're saying, is like pluggable ways that we can that you can give this to someone who is a non-developer and have them plug it into their website, so that they can say have a swap interface or set up a NFT marketplace, and then essentially earn through those mechanisms. So yeah, yeah, I think this like white label opportunity definitely is really good. And it sounds like you have some fans in the audience there. So I guess speaking of the projects, yeah, speaking of the audience that you're looking to help with these projects, do you have any projects in mind that you would love to work with you on these white label solutions? Do you have projects that you could talk about now, maybe that you're working with already?
We have like over 10 projects already working with us, and we are open for anyone to work with us. Sometimes there is people that is already using our solutions, but I don't know about, because they just go to our GitHub on DexKit dash WordPress, and they just download and install the plugin, and it's ready to go. So basically, this is the way to go. It's basically needs to be easier, and they don't need to ask anyone to deploy this solution. So that is the final aim. Is no one needs to ask anyone to use these tools. They just go there, install, and they are ready to go, basically.
Nice. Yes, nice. Sounds like, yeah, in the nature way. So yeah, I'd like to actually jump over to the other segment under DexKit. So the prediction game that you've mentioned earlier. So I took a look at the website and learned a little bit about CoinLeague. But I'd love for you to introduce our audience to what is CoinLeague.
So basically, CoinLeague, it was a game that was asked to us build from YouTube BitBoy asked us to build this game, and we take the challenge and we built the game as a. So basically, in short, is a fantasy league, but for crypto coins. So basically, if you want to learn trading, how to trade, you can go to CoinLeague, create a game, a beer or bull game. Beer games meaning that you are betting that coins will go down. Bull games, you are betting that the coin will go up. You can choose the the timeline, if it's 1 hour, if it's 4 hours, if it's 1 week. Basically, you have a pool of coins that you can choose. You can choose if you are betting with 2 coins, 5 coins, or 1 coin. So basically, you are choosing a team, and based on that, you compete with other players. This is all decentralized. We don't control who can enter or who can win, and all the feeds from these are powered by Chainlink. So it's no one can cheat on this game, basically, and it's every part is decentralized, and everyone can play. And this is CoinLeague, and we have new versions of this game on our platform. We have another one where people can choose a captain coin, and that captain coin could be powered up with an NFT. And we have as well another incoming games on prediction, which is NFT League, which basically people can battle each one with an NFT, and they can bet if that NFT will go up or down on that time span. And at final, we are creating the Squid League game, which it's based on the Squid series from Netflix. So it's the same concept. You basically have 6 rounds, and you need to pass all the rounds to at the final earn your prize. So basically, all these games are based on predictions. They are not they are not lucky games. They need people to actually study the markets to win the game.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's cool that you guys are expanding beyond just the tokens, like you mentioned, to NFT League. I actually wanted to ask a couple questions about that, and also Squid League game. Yeah, the idea of like you can essentially have more like essentially the prediction game is almost like in my mind, like almost like a derivative of the token. Then it's like you have an economy around analyzing it, like you're mentioning, predicting it, and then being able to challenge people, and yeah, essentially have a secondary market of being able to earn and have fun through that aspect. So that's pretty cool. I want to ask about the NFT league you mentioned. So be able to have a fantasy league for NFT. So what traits are being pitted against each other in this game?
So how this works? We have it already on final testing. This solution. Basically, we have a Coin League Champions collection, which the base rate is a body, and this body is basically a coin. For instance, we have BTC, a BTC champion, we have an Ethereum champion, we have a Chainlink champion. And basically on this NFT league, you are basically creating a game based on the same concept of coin league, and you are and that NFT, they have power inherent to them. When you minted the NFT, we use the Chainlink VRF to generate attack, defense, and run traits dynamically. And you can use this NFT. Choose, for instance, you have BTC, and you want to create a bull game, and you can choose your BTC NFT, and you can bet that your BTC NFT will go up on a bull run, and you choose a multiplier. So basically, your final score, it will be the characteristics from the NFT plus your accuracy on guessing that the coin will go up or not, predicting in this case. So that's, and the other players can choose their own NFT and bet against you, and the one that that wins, it will take the bet. It will take the pot, basically.
I see. And then okay.
Yeah, this is basically what we have right now regarding the gaming stuff. So, and that is to be out in the next weeks. So this is already built, but we are testing right now.
Well, so then you also have Kitagachi, like gamified NFT. Do you see this also playing into the NFT league?
Yeah, Kitagachi, the main Kitagachi is an NFT collection that is on Polygon, that is on BSC, and that is on Ethereum. This is a dynamic collection. Basically, you mint a basic cat, and then you can customize it, all the traits of the cat. So basically, you start with the base cat, and then you can change all the appearance of it based on the kit holding that you have. And as similar as the Kitagotchi, as the Gotchis, you can feed your NFT every day to earn power for the Kitagotchi. So the main goal then is to create games based on this, where people feed the Gotchi, where people customize it, and they can battle each other with their kit. But people now, they can customize all the cat, and we are thinking on real cool features from this. Basically, we already thought on maybe if the power is over 1,000 or 10,000, the kit transforms to a lion, and on something like this, we can play with these things on NFTs, which people normally is looking for to gamification. So the main goal of the Kitagotchi is to gamificate the dashboard that we have.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool to hear that. This NFT project, in combination with Kit, which I want to dive into later, has like a larger story essentially that that people can invest into. Yeah, I think that's pretty powerful then to keep the whole ecosystem, moving, and kind of the different Lego pieces fit together interestingly. Well, yeah, go ahead. Well, sorry, I think there's a flag. Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, you've mentioned Kit a couple of times. So I see that Kit is, it looks like from what I understand, like the token that is helping power DexKit's business model. So like the native token that kind of finance the project in the beginning, and then has other use cases for the different applications. So one being Kitagachi, another one being your DSwap aggregator. So maybe you can talk about the use cases of Kit, and then we can dive into how it benefits to hold this token.
Basically, DexKit is basically a utility token that powers up all what we build on our platform. So you can get when deploy a white label, all the fees by default will go to DexKit. But if you hold above an amount, that fees will be routed automatically to the people that deploy the white label. So this is a way that we found out on a decentralized way without being to invade so much people. They can just hold the project and they help us to further improve the product. And this is a way that we found as on our business model. So this is one of the first utility cases. The other one, we have affiliate fees. So people, if they pass their account on our swap interface and it yields over another 200 kit, the fees will be routed to them as well. So people can deploy white label, people can be an affiliate on using our own system. Another utility is Kit. All the revenue, a part of the revenue from CoinLeaks, it's used to buy back and burn, buy back and add liquidity on Kit, on Polygon, on BSC, where is hosted the Kit. And we will be using as well Kit for farming on liquidity, for voting as well. So we have a snapshot page, and our aim is improving our white labels as 0x protocol does on their protocol. We want to improve our white labels to people then start decided what is the next steps on building. So they can just use the snapshot page and vote issues with Kit to guide us what is more important to develop next. On this, we have a roadmap. I don't know if we still talk about roadmap later, but Kit will play a really important on the upcoming products that we are building as well.
Yeah, we definitely we'll touch on roadmap. So, wow, I feel like that Kit covers. Well, holding Kit sounds like holding Kit allows the user to have say within the DexKit ecosystem, from like voting, like you're talking about, to voting on future actions, to earning being able to earn if they're using your white label solution. Yeah, I guess maybe do you want to jump over to the roadmap portion that you're kind of alluding to?
So basically, on our roadmap now, we are working on improving the gaming stuff with improved user interface. And another part that we are excited on is on the white label NFT marketplace that we are building from ground up, with partnership with a grant from 0x DAO community. We had shared a video earlier about it. So basically, we want to power the artists to use our marketplace. We'll be building a good documentation for anyone be able to deploy their own marketplace, or then they can just use our wizard solution, where it's a premium solution that we'll build on top, where you just have a form like you have on WordPress, and you can customize and click a button and deploy your own marketplace on the domain you want. Or we plan as well to go steps ahead and deploy plugins on NPM store, where people can, if they want to just use the swap part of the NFT white label, they can just use the NFT part of the white label. They maybe want to show only an NFT or an order. So you are basically building from the ground up to be to be able to be split it up on small white label solutions to anyone be able to add on their app parts of it. So this is as we are building from the ground up, it will be a really good utility for. We are planning this to be out on the next 2 to 3 months. This NFT. And the gaming part of the improved UI, it's about to go out on the next weeks. So there is a lot of stuff that we are working now that will be adding more utility and to the project, and hopefully our community will grow and check all these upcoming solutions.
Yeah, I think as you're talking about, oh, can you hear me? I was saying, yeah, as you're talking about like looking down the line, and building out your project to be more modular, I definitely have more questions about that. But I do want to encourage, I guess, take a pause and encourage our audience who's watching to post their questions, in the chat, so that we can ask. You can feel free to ask John your questions. As we're approaching the Q&A portion. But I definitely want to ask you about the idea of building modularly, like you're talking about, while also building a white label solution. So essentially, like, what is your do you have to think about does the framework have to be positioned any differently because you're both building essentially a like templatized version for these for like non-devs versus be able to build out a framework that can be split up, or are these actually pretty compatible? So maybe talk about us talk to us about the thinking behind setting this up.
So basically, what we are thinking is in, building on modules. So each module it will be independent and could be deployed independently. We thought this way because as some clients ask me, "Hey, Joe, can I deploy using npm because I'm a dev and I want to have more versatile solutions?" Or people that don't want to use WordPress, they want to just deploy their own solution on the domain. So basically, we are working on catch all type of clients at once. So the one that want to use WordPress, they just can use our WordPress plugins. That we use the npm modules and deploy on these WordPress plugins, and we have the solution that we are using now as well, that is a one-time deploy button, where we just basically you say what domain you are, for instance, a test swap, and the system will give you to the user a domain config, where we just go to namespace or something similar, where they can put the domain stuff, and in 5 minutes you have your swap interface deployed, or NFT marketplace, or NFT collection deployed in one step. Basically, it's really 5 minutes to do all this stuff right now.
Yeah, I think we definitely share the video you shared with me earlier. Like that was easy walkthrough of how to set this up through that interface. Let's see. Do you have any so far? Read. These are comments, so to go. So, maybe we can talk about how you're using X. Like,
So it. Can you repeat? I was not able to.
okay. Sure. So let me turn off my camera for just a quick second. So it's asking, let's see what I was asking. So talk about how you can expound on how your project is using 0x. So also dive into your tech stack.
Basically, on this upcoming NFT marketplace, because it's the most modern we are building now. We are using 0x API for the swap codes on RC20, and for the NFT orders, we will be using the Trader SDK. So, and overall, we'll be using Next.js as our framework to artists having the improved SEO on all the collections. So it's the same stack. If you check that Coinbase NFT is using this, as also they are using Next.js, even Matcha. If you check, so we are building. Basically, we want to building a modern that most marketplaces are using now. Even OpenSea is using that. So when people then check our open source NFT marketplace, they can as well building on top of it, and they can get ideas how to develop on 0x stack. So because we basically will have mostly examples that people don't need, like RC20 to RC20 swaps, R721 for R721, and RC20 to RC721. So basically, all the examples that they need, they can just check then our interface, our open source interface that we are building now. I believe in 2 months to 3 months it's out. We plan to open it and then gather. I will be showing them on 0x Discord, announce that on our Twitter. So then people can come back and help us building further, or they can just be users from it and they can check all the stack of 0x on one place.
Cool. Yeah. So kind of related. I actually want to, for those who are watching, if you don't mind dropping, what you're interested in, what brought you to the talk today. So are you interested in building using DexKit, the white label solution, just understanding their tech stack? Yeah, I'd love to hear who's in the audience, if you're watching live. Okay. Well, yeah, I was wondering is there anything that we haven't talked about yet today that you want to highlight about the project?
I think only I like the app that we have as well. So basically, on this app, you can also create tokens. There is a wizard to create tokens and create NFTs. So our aim on the first, it was to help people starting since the ground to having so if they wanna like create a token and sell a token, they can just use all our tools. So right now, anyone can deploy basic RC20 token on our app as well, app DexKit.com. They can also analyze tokens on BSC, Polygon, and Ethereum, get analytics. And we have as well a wallet. So it's a standard wallet like MetaMask on our app, where they can swap as well and check analytics. So basically, DexKit is a white label platform where people can deploy their own swap interface and soon to be a NFT marketplace. They have a wallet where they can check their portfolio, and they have this gaming system, gaming part that we are building and improving right now.
Yeah, I think that's a very quite an expansive ecosystem that you're building out. So that's really cool to see like all these different aspects of DeFi come together under one kind of umbrella project in this way. Maybe can I ask you? I've been curious about the name. Like why the name DexKit? Where did that come from?
DexKit, it's a basically it's a decentralized kits tools. So basically, the name it's from that. It's decentralized kits. On the I mean, kits is like it's like one shop solution where you can easily use. So that's the name for kits. So a kit is I like a tool. So basically, decentralized tools, decentralized kits. It's like it's what the name is. So I don't know the meaning on English or on Portuguese. We associate kits to tools on shop solutions and something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like in English, we have say a toolkit or box.
Yes, toolkit.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. That name is. Let's see. So how about for those who are watching either live or later on, where's the best place for viewers to go learn about DexKit?
Basically, the best place right now is to go to our website, dexkit.com. So it's where our main source for people that want to check the project. If they want to check the most recent news, we use mostly Twitter, which is DexKit, the username.
That's the one right by his name. So definitely follow at DexKit for their latest news. We'll also be sharing some of the videos that showcase how to set up the different aspects that we talked about today. So I think having that visual of how easy it is really to use the white label solution is quite powerful. So how about so I guess we'll call it a wrap then for today. I found this a very exciting conversation just to dig into your brain. Actually finally get to meet you. I feel like I see you quite a bit in the Discord channels. So yeah, excited to see get to meet you, learn about what you're building, and encourage those who are watching to take a look at the solutions and see how they can incorporate it into their own projects. Did you have any closing words before we wrap up?
Yeah, thanks once again for this call. It's really excited to explain what we are doing at DexKit. I will always be available to help anyone that wanna deal with the 0x technology or with deploying DexKit tools. So I'm always open for it. I always like to contribute with 0x project as well as possible. So I really thank you for this opportunity here to explain all the DexKit project. Hopefully, people now understand more what we are or what we are building. And that's all. Really, thank you for this opportunity.
Nice. Yeah, we're excited to have you on. Definitely shed a light on just all the work that you and your team are building out. So we're really excited for that. So with that, maybe I'll wrap it up for today. So for our next episode, we will be having trader.xyz on May 10th. So that's in 2 weeks. So we'll be talking about the NFT SD, actually a project that that John mentioned.
Yeah, we are using them now as well.
Yeah, so that's cool to see that synergy there. So if you're interested in how you can put NFT swap functionality into your own application as well, definitely check that out May 10th for our show with traders. So we'll be posting information on that on our Twitter. So please follow us at 0x Project. So with that, let's call it a wrap today. And thanks again, Joao, for coming on to our show.
Thanks.
All right, take care. Bye, everyone.